Hello, I am finally doing that thing that I said I would do a long time ago, but didn't because I forgot. Except that's totally a lie. I actually tried filming this like a bajillion events
おーい、
ago.
プロデューサー。呼んでも反応がない。考え事でもしてるのかな？
I forgot you did that. Anyways, I tried filming this a bajillion events ago. However, I broke down crying while making it multiple times. And I genuinely couldn't tell you why. So I just didn't until now. How do you win the event, the normal events that aren't tour events? Here's the answer: capitalism. The answer is capitalism. You need capitalism. You need lots of dia. If you are someone who can save your dia, then you're good to go. Just like mass play your stuff and you'll be fine. Unless you have like hundreds upon hundreds of dia saved, you're gonna need to probably you're gonna need to spend IRL money if you really want the 5-star, which honestly I do not want to promote spending money on these things because eventually this game will end and it's like I don't want you to regret spending money on it. Let me just make it very clear, I do feel morally bad about leaving this link, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. If it makes you happy, use your money how you see fit. But yeah, you can buy Japanese iTunes gift cards, and that only works if you have an iOS device. I don't know how it works for Samsung or Android devices. Like, you'd have to Google that, and Google is very helpful. So you can Google that, but if you want to and you have an Apple iOS device, the place I get my Japanese gift cards are Play Asia, and I will leave a link. So I didn't explain this very well in my original recording, so this is me trying again. But basically what I said, for this event, I was able to get the 5-star with only a 1,500 yen Japanese iTunes gift card, and I only used it on the second to last day. So I really would only, I don't want to promote it at all. I think I made that very clear. But I would only encourage going to paying IRL money as a last resort, as in like the second to last day, because you can kind of gear like, do I need the money? Do I need the extra boost or no, sort of thing. And I also totally forgot to leave this out, but you need to be earning around 500,000 event points per day in order to get the 5-star. I just feel like it is a lot easier to have like a quota for the day compared to just playing mindlessly and hoping on the last day you'll have enough. So every day you should be striving to get around 500,000 event points. More specifically, 450 event points a day. But I like to strive for the 500,000 because it's like solidified by the last day. You're 100% guaranteed, if not the second to last day. I don't know exactly how many dia I spent in total of that event, but just for a little bit of a reference, this is my current status on this event, and I have spent exactly 364 dia. Also, just remembered, I like apparently pronounced dia weird. You're supposed to say dia, and first of all, that sounds stupid. I'm gonna say dia till the day I die. On the double face event, I spent 416 dia, and I only was able to get to like the second music gem thingy mabooper. I'll like put the exact amount points here if I can even find the badge, or more like if I look for it, because I know where it is. When this event finishes, if I do end up getting the Izumi, I will be putting in the pinned comment how many dia I spent in total. Now for my more tippies that are not tips at all, but also friendly reminder, I'm pretty sure everyone and their grandma knows about this, but there are dia that you can buy in the shop, so you should always utilize that. Working, you just want to do this whenever you can. And it doesn't really matter which one you do. You get the same amount of everything. Never have your BP on. Always make sure your BP is set to 0. I swear if I find out any of you have your BP on, I will eat your toes. There's no reason for it. Automatically, you get 250 event points, and you get one of those little passes for playing the event song. So if you have it set to 0 BP, it's nothing. And if your work is totally filled, that is already 1,250 event points. Wow. Now, how to get the dummy thickest points you can. Now I'm going to teach you a really cheat. So I actually knew someone, they like made an in-depth post about how to do all of this. I'm too lazy to find it because it is very old now. However, go to your unit, and now we're going to make some big, ignore my unit names. So what you would do, easy way, is you go to this button there, and that is your auto whatever. And you're going to make auto a team for every little attribute, like so. Boom! Would you look at that? And now it took all of your strongest cards of that specific color, and you would just do this for all of your mic whatever the heck you want. And then you see which of your units is stronger. And I just know for a fact that my blue people are strong as heck because look at them. They're very strong. So then I want you to just take a nice close look at all of the people that you have. Now, I saw someone go in depth about the math and poo-poo about all of this. I'm going to give you the very quick abridged. Mika, we have a Mika. He is in a unit with 2 people. Therefore, you get a 50% bonus if you have him in it. I don't know how that 50% is even distributed, but basically because his unit has less people, he is stronger in a Valkyrie song exponentially. And then Kato, he's in a 3-person unit. That is 33.3333333% bonus. Once again, don't know specifically how that is. And then these two, they have a 25% bonus. Once again, you get the idea. And look, ooh, a Valkyrie one. Okay, now see, this I have the exact same unit, but I have an Izumi. Why? Because I'm trying to raise his fan level. Don't question it. So you see how, wow, that is still a really big number. Wow, this is still a really big number. This is a very overpowered team. But if we have the exact same unit, but we swap Izumi out for the Mika, did you see that jump? Wow. See, that's what I mean. Because he's part of Valkyrie, you get a bonus. Well, that and that Mika card is stronger from the get-go, but you get the point, hopefully. If you don't, then that just solidifies I'm not a good explainer. And then the final tip is you're going to look at this power, right? You're going to look at that number right there, and you're going to go through every song that has these people in it that is of the blue attribute or whatever attribute is your dummy thickest power-wise team. And then you're going to find that one song that the strength is just off the charts. And then you're going to play it because your score is based off what? Not score. The amount of event points is based off of your score. So the higher score you have, the more event points you'll get easily. So that is why you do that. And then you play that one song over and over and over and over and over and over. Now listen, I did that for the A to Z event and I hated existing. Do you want to see the repercussions of that event? I don't play this song anymore. But also make sure you are playing on a difficulty that you actually can. Because even if you get one miss, that ruins your score. One good, your score drops significantly. One great, not as bad. But it still is a pretty big dent. So if you can't play on expert, don't play on expert. Play on hard. If you can't play on hard, play on normal. You can't play normal? Heck, play on easy. Just to show you like how the difference isn't that big. Like literally the gap is only like a couple 100 points, which honestly sounds bad. I want you to keep in mind that on all of these scores, I'm using the event song as a control because I had it set to 100 every single time on easy, hard, normal, and expert. All of them I got all greats and above, and by all greats I mean I got like one great on all of them. Some of them, no, 2 of them were even perfect scores. I'm not even going to tell you which one is which. Just look at the score. It's not that big of a deal. Don't feel bad if you can't play on the dummy thickest difficulty. You'll make it. As long as you also give in to capitalism. Your Dio will not be okay after the event. So, yeah, those are my tips, I guess, kind of. I wish you luck on all future events. I think it might be a little too late to apply these to the event now, at least this current event, but hopefully in the future you can find it helpful. and hopefully I was somewhat helpful. Otherwise, this video was pointless. Well, I'm gonna go do something.